Talk about a couple of interesting value stocks. Boy, we have them today. Tracey Ryniec, our value stock strategist, has uncovered a couple of doozies here, a couple of guy stocks.
They are guy stocks, yep.
Rick's Cabaret International. Rick is the ticker symbol. This is like a gentleman's club, right?
It is, yep. They operate about 40 of the gentlemen's clubs, but they're, nightclubs, restaurants, kind of combination under the Rick's Cabaret name, plus a whole bunch of other names like XTC, Onyx, the Jaguar.
Yeah, bombshells.
Yeah, they're in a lot of major cities and a lot of what I consider to be secondary cities, and that's been kind of the key to their success. They were in Las Vegas right around the recession, and I know I covered them years ago when all of that was going on. And there was a thought, this kind of business would do well during the recession because you give up some things, but you're not going to give up other things, right? Entertainment, but it didn't. And then they really struggled in Las Vegas, and it's kind of counterintuitive. Like, wouldn't you think they would do well in Las Vegas? But when you think about it, look at all the competition that is there. Yeah. So they shut down that operation a couple years ago and now have been focusing on these other cities where there just isn't the competition, and they've been thriving. And last quarter, they actually said that, they've seen the challenges over the last 4 years and they've come through it and they're on a solid growth trajectory now. So you can kind of see that in the numbers here for 2013, they're expected to grow earnings over 40%. That's a big jump for this kind of business. It's just they've been beating on the estimates, so each quarter has been looking good here. I put up the chart because it's kind of interesting. The stock has been kind of stagnant here for a while, and then it's suddenly surged to a 3-year high. I was not quite sure why it's been surging to a 3-year high, other than the story is good. They were in the news recently for being sued by their dancers over an issue about whether or not they should be paid minimum wage or independent contractors. The court actually threw out the case against the parent, which is Rick's Cabaret, so they're not on the hook, but they ruled in favor of the dancers, actually. But that's going to keep going on in the courts, so I don't think that has to do with, sudden stock prices, decline.
You're seeing that, though, in a lot of different industries. Fast food industry is having
there's
those
a lot
issues,
of
hotel
issues now, yes.
Industry.
Yeah, about employee benefits and who is an employee and who isn't. So it's not surprising that in this industry that they're also having the same thing.
Sure.
But, the stock is trading really cheap here. It's trading just under 9 times. It's got that big growth. If you're looking for the entertainment area, which has been strong, the whole travel, leisure, that kind of adult entertainment, it's been good. So this might be one you might want to consider.
All right. Well, if you're looking for entertainment of a different kind, Take-Two Interactive is maybe one that they should review, huh?
Yeah.
The interactive game company?
Yep, they make the video games. This has been in the news the last couple of weeks because their highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 5 finally came out, and it was basically, the end-all, be-all of entertainment. Right. It had $800 million in sales the first day alone, which no movie, no album, no other video game has ever had. Right. The closest is Call of Duty. I forget which version, the latest version of Call of Duty. That made $500 million on its first day, and that was phenomenal. So within 3 days, they made $1 billion. That's the fastest any kind of entertainment has ever got to $1 billion. Again, Call of Duty took I've seen 12 days, 15 days, a couple weeks to get there. So that's all great. You can see it in the numbers for Take-Two. It lost 3 cents last year. It's supposed to make $2.29 this year. Huge earnings growth, but it's off this one product. How much legs will it have? The reviews have been great, so it's probably going to have some legs into the holiday season. The analysts are hoping this gives a boost to all the video games and that they see kind of a change in the cycle because video games were kind of out, actually, for a while, too. Yeah. That was the second. These two companies kind of go well like that because during the Great Recession, everyone thought video games won't die. That's fairly cheap entertainment. Everyone will keep buying them. But then they didn't. They actually, pulled back on those, there. Too. Yeah. But now people have been waiting 5 years for this game. It's getting the good reviews. Like I said, it's supposed to boost the other games that both Take-Two and its competitors make. So, hopefully that will last into the holiday season. That's what the analysts are expecting. But you can see on the estimates for 2014, it's slashed in half because they're not going to have, Grand Theft Auto 5 again next year. But hopefully they get some legs here. That's the only thing I would caution about this stock. It's, really hot right now, but we'll have to see kind of going forward what happens in the industry. You can see the chart about a year ago or a little over a year ago, people were already, anticipating the release of this game, even though it was, 5 years in the making. And the shares have been surging. It's still really cheap, the stock, because, estimates are going up. It's trading a little under 8 times. So you don't have any issues with valuation here. It's just a matter of what will happen next year. It's like the movie studios. You get a big blockbuster. Can they keep doing it, or can it, trickle down to its other titles?
Well, with that kind of money, you can afford to take some time off, right?
Well, yeah, they're going to get, obviously, a huge boost from this. It did cost, I saw, anywhere between $250 and $300 million just to make this one game. Yeah. But look at what they're making off of it. So, yeah, you'd think it's going to parlay itself into the other games here. Right. So if you're looking, these are 2 entertainment companies that are interesting right now.
And who knows, maybe they'll team up with Rick's at some point and do something interactive.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows, right? You can see where my mind travels. Do you own either of these?
I do not.
All right, check out other stock picks. They're on our website, Zacks.com, and if you don't go there, get on over there and check out those stock picks on a daily basis, because many of them change daily. With Tracey, I'm Terry Ruffalo.